All right, guys, this is Juan. I'm a local real estate agent here in Miami Beach, Florida. Today, we want to go over the different areas in the Miami and focus in Miami Beach, South Beach. So, a lot of people have been asking me, what's the different neighborhoods? So, we're not going to get too detailed, but I want to show you first right here where you see the mouse. That is the Miami International Airport. So, to go from here to Miami Beach is about 15-20 minutes. So, it's very easy. Right here and where the star is, that's Brickell. So you just cross this bridge, 5 minutes, you're there. If there's traffic, you never can predict it. Might be a little bit more than that. But okay, so we're focusing on Miami Beach, and this whole area right here, this is considered South Beach. The difference between South Beach is this where it says Dade Boulevard. So this is Venetian Causeway and the Venetian Islands. These are Hibiscus, Star Island. This were all the single-family homes, very high-end homes. Um, this street connects to Day Boulevard, and Day Boulevard terminates at 24th and Collins, around there. So that is anything above 24th is considered mostly like mid beach is a different area. It's not easy to walk to Lincoln Road or whatnot, but still very good. And then by Pine Tree here is all single family houses, and it keeps going into Surfside and whatnot. So, again, we're going to focus here. So this area right here, this basically 3 different sections. So you got to remember. Okay, so let's do this, and let's make this a little bigger. Oh, great. Full screen. All right, there we go. So we're going to do the map view. All right, so this is just South Beach. As you can see, the MacArthur Causeway, which if you're coming from the airport, this is the main street. That's going to come here and land in 5th Street. Okay, that's where it finishes or starts or whatever. 5th Street, and then it goes here. This is Collins. So there's 3 areas north to south. Anything below 5th Street is called SoFi, or south of 5th. All right, and then you have from 5th to about maybe like 15th. That's where Lincoln Road is. So if you want to be in the area, you either want to be south of 5th or maybe as close as you can to 15th and 16th, because that's where Lincoln Road is. But that's very expensive. So the more closer to Lincoln Road, obviously the more expensive. That's where all the shops, all the nightlife is. So you want to be as close as you can, within your price range. And if you can't be as close to either the top or the bottom of this center area, then probably the best area would be in the middle, around 10th, 11th, because this is where the Flamingo Park is. It's very nice. It's more residential. It's not all touristy, but it's very nice still. So now north to south, which area is better. Now the second thing is east to west. So you got, obviously, everybody wants to be having an ocean view, ocean front. A lot of people that live here don't want to be in the ocean side. It's too much noise. It's a little bit crazy, but if you're gonna rent it, it's an investment. It's to give you a high return on investment, so that's good for you. But maybe the budget doesn't allow you to get what you want here or get the view that you want. So if you can't do it on the ocean side, then just cross the street or across the island. And then you could go to the bay side. You get bay views, and you'll be saving about $100,000 to $150,000. So whatever unit you're looking for, it's going to probably be. That's usually what the difference is between the bay side and the ocean side for equivalent type of unit. The good thing is, if you go to the bay side and you're saving money, the walk is not so much. It's not like Manhattan, that it's a huge island. This is from the furthest end, from over here, let's say Flamingo, to the ocean side. You're talking about maybe a 20-minute walk. 1.25 miles or less. It's not a lot. And then you got the Lincoln Road shop, so it's very fun to be walking around. You know, a lot of things to see and do. So, so there you go. So you got up and down, and now east to west. There's three distinct areas again: ocean, the center, and the bayside. So you want to be number one in the ocean, number two in the bayside, and number three in the center. And if you're in the center, or any part, the closer to Lincoln Road, the better. Or the closer, if you're in South of Fifth, which I haven't talked a lot about, that's a different price range because that area is better. But if you're not there, then you want to be either in the top or in the bottom or in the center. You don't want to be too close to Fifth Street, above Fifth. The area is a little rough sometimes, and that's why you need a great agent that understands the differences of every street. All right, so I advise you, if you're really serious, or sometimes you have questions, maybe get this map, or maybe I can send you something so you print it out, have it close to you, so you can see where the streets are. It's actually very helpful for you. But this main one for you right here is Meridian. So that's the one you want to know. This separates, Meridian is, means in the middle. So that separates the east and the west side, okay? So these are the streets. And again, we can look at it on a map. So Meridian, let's say you're in the center area, Meridian and 10th. It's a tree-lined street. It's very nice. There's some condos there you're gonna love. But Meridian, you got Jefferson, closer to the bay, Michigan, Lenox. Alton is a major street, mostly commercial. Then West Avenue, a lot of condos. And then there's Bay Road, but that's really small. It's just that section right here, okay? So the east side, Euclid, Pennsylvania, Drexel, which doesn't go all the way, Washington, which is a major street, Collins, everybody knows, and Ocean Drive, which is just tourist stuff and, bars and restaurants. There's really not a lot of condos there, but, okay, so check it out. Like I said, if you're walking from one side to the other, it's not a lot of a difference. So you got to stay in your budget. So remember that, and the closer you are to the ocean, it's going to be a little bit more. Now, South of Fifth. If you are in South of Fifth, you're going to be spending a lot more. There are some condos here that are smaller, maybe like 400,000 or 500,000. Presidential, there's a few others here I can direct you to, but most of them are high rises, and obviously it's a different product. It's not like over here you got smaller condos that you can get a cheaper place. Here, not only is it a better area, but the condos are high rises, which are always more expensive than mid-rise. Mid-rise is 5 to maybe 10 stories or less. A high rise, you're talking about 30, 40 stories or more. So the high rises here, it's a continuum, the most expensive. And then some of these South Point Towers and Yacht Club at Portofino, there's a few other buildings. So these have the best views. They're newest, mostly the newest. Again, over here also you had South Point Park, which is very beautiful. And a lot of things are going on here. So if you have any questions on the areas, you want me to send you a map in detail with the highlighted sections, just go ahead and give me a call or send me an email, and I'll be glad to help you. All right? Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.